would like to welcome our first guest, unfortunately not here in physical presence, but from Bhutan, Her Royal Highness Sonam Dechan Wangchuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings from Bhutan. I thank the organizers for inviting me to address distinguished groups of leaders, experts, and entrepreneurs. It is a great pleasure to take part in the first Regeneration 2030 Summit. It is particularly gratifying to speak before a nascent coalition that has taken its mission three causes that are very dear to my heart: regenerative economy, climate action, and world happiness. These are, as you may be aware, areas in which the Kingdom of Bhutan has long been a leader. I'd like to take the time with you today to discuss the efforts Bhutan has made under the leadership of our wise kings and three successive democratic governments and the lessons we have learned. I hope that in this way, I and Bhutan can contribute to the important conversations that this summit is starting. Firstly, with respect to the creation of a regenerative economy, science tells us that the human race is in ecological overshoot. We are using the Earth's resources faster than they can regenerate, which has led to the breach of several planetary boundaries, creating an imminent existential threat to all forms of life on the planet. Last year at Davos, the Circularity Gap report indicated only 9% of the world's resources are circled back to the economy for reuse, meaning that a staggering 91% are consumed. Here in Bhutan, even if we didn't use the phrase regenerative economy, we have been working to transform our development strategy, including finance and investment capital. It all began when Bhutan adopted the policy of GNH, cross-national happiness, under the wise leadership of His Majesty the Fourth King, and taken on by His Majesty our Fifth King. Since then, our approach to economic development has been regulated by cross-national happiness. As part of the GNH framework, we have put in place sustainable systems that are stable, healthy, and regenerative. The current global economic system, powered by a single-minded growth imperative, is fundamentally flawed. Research has shown that economic prosperity alone cannot deliver a better life. For Bhutan, the GNH framework ensures that the government focuses on the happiness and quality of life of the people, and economic growth as only one of the means to this ultimate goal. We must do everything in our power to promote a greener recovery and happier societies. The restructuring of economies provides an opportunity to reimagine a better future in which Mother Earth and humanity can coexist harmoniously. Second, climate action. GNH is not a mere philosophical concept. It is a practical reality we live in. Every aspect of Bhutan's economy is based upon and evaluated within the GNH framework. GNH recognizes the conservation and preservation of the environment as an end in itself. We do not view the natural environment as a mere resource for human economic development. The living and non-living aspects of the environment have value in their own right, and GNH places harmony between humanity and the natural environment above financial and material gain. Pro-climate policies are embedded even in Bhutan's constitution, which mandates that 60% of its land must be under forest cover. Forest cover at the moment is 70.5%, and 52% of our land cover is protected as parks and wildlife sanctuaries. This has made Bhutan a net carbon sink at a rate of more than 4 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. Our farmers still utilize largely traditional practices, and we are committed to ensuring that we keep Bhutanese agriculture sustainable and soon totally organic. As a net exporter of electrical power, we fastidiously manage our hydropower industry to ensure balance with human communities and the natural environment. And our vital international tourism sector has always been focused on high-value, low-impact tourism. These practices are all rooted in gross national happiness, and they reflect our fundamental constitutional duty of preserving, protecting, and respecting the natural environment. Finally, world happiness. A central innovation of GNH is its focus on multidimensional human well-being. We believe that governments, corporations, and civil societies exist to provide a conducive environment for societal happiness and well-being. GNH is measured in 9 domains that address such issues such as psychological and spiritual well-being, relational well-being in the community, creativity and cultural diversity, health, education, living standards, governance, environment, and even preventing overwork and sleep deprivation. As you can see, GNH investigates and cultivates well-being from many angles. We do so by using a quantitative measure of GNH indicators and project screening tools. Lately, GNH is also being implemented in our private sector through the GNH certification tool. This initiative requires entrepreneurs and businesses to commit to social responsibility and to submit to constant assessment and evaluation. These efforts represent a huge challenge to business as usual, but anything less is simply not a credible response to the immense ecological challenges we face. Our GNH approach enables Bhutan to help regenerate ourselves and our ailing planet. Dear friends, we are living in an unprecedented time caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The global response to COVID-19 has led to a sudden reduction of carbon emissions and placed mental and physical health and well-being squarely in the public eye. Experts point out that the climate effect and immediate COVID-19 related restrictions is negligible, and its lasting effects, if any, will only arise from the recovery strategy adopted in the medium term. I believe this summit to be the beginning of the medium term. We must pursue a regenerative economy out of the post-COVID-19 crisis, and only then the world will be on track for keeping the long-term temperature goal of the Paris Agreement within our sight. I am grateful to the summit organizers who have worked tirelessly with great creativity and passion to make this summit actionable. Entrepreneurs are here to commit and invest in a greener, regenerative economy. Bhutan is here to show how serious we are about enhancing nationally determined contributions towards stopping global warming, initiating a more circular economy, and for promoting well-being for all. As individuals, we are here to make major changes to our lifestyles in order to avoid severely damaging effects of climate change and to uncover our own fountains of inner peace. We must seek solutions and chart a better path for the world, and we can do this by reimagining our way of life. And if we are able to get it right, the time is now to take bold actions towards the global transformation of the economy and society in line with the happier and carbon-neutral world. Let us not shift the burden to the next generation. Let us act. And more importantly, let us act together. The organizers and supporters of Regeneration 2030 have chosen a hard path, the road to regenerative economy. Climate action and world happiness will require difficult choices, trade-offs, and sacrifices. We know this well in Bhutan, and we are committed to a common goal towards regenerative economy and well-being. I wish all the participants a hugely successful deliberation. Thank you.